I hope you guys are having a great day, team, good people of God. Um, I am walking again today, so I decided I'll go live while I walk and talk. I'm not gonna be on here very long because hello, I realize you guys don't like very long videos, and then I get on here and I just go to rambling. So I'm just gonna try to narrow my videos, my lives down to maybe like 15 minutes, you guys. So, and see how that works. But I'm out walking. I'm walking the pier. Um, so I'm gonna show you my view. My view. Boat is out. So yeah, I'm out walking the pier today. I have to wait till the sun goes, get ready to settle, like after 5. So I wait till a little after 5, and then I try to walk because I let it cool down. I try to let it cool down a little bit. I don't want it to get dark because I'll be wanting natural sunlight, but I don't want to be walking while it's hot. So I'm walking this pier. It's probably about maybe a little less than a mile, between a half a mile and a mile. And people come out and walk when it's nice, and they fish, stuff like that. I don't think I posted any of my fishing videos on this channel. I have another channel, um, and I post me and my grandson's fishing videos. So sometimes some of the videos that I be posting, we be on this pier. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day today. It's so nice out here, and it's a little breeze, so it's not too hot. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. I don't know what's going on with your Thursday. Oh, and guys, I'm gonna come back on a little later because I've gotten consistent with posting videos every day, even if it's just a short. I try to promote consistency on this channel. That's what I talk about, godly consistency. So I have gotten pretty consistent and got me a routine down with making videos, even if it's just a short, and posting something every day. So you guys, if you haven't interacted with my videos, please go and interact with them. So now I'm working on going live every day, at least once. I want to go live twice a day. So I'm going live. I'm going to try to go live while I'm walking, like now. And then I'm going to try to go live later on, and hopefully do a little Bible study, just a short Bible study on a godly consistency. Welcome in, guys. Hi. Let's see who's in here. Keep going. You got this Keeper. Hi, Keeper. Kathy, hi. How are you? Thanks for coming in. This is great. Yeah, did you see my view? Let me show you the view again. I'm walking on the pier. And that's the view. And it's a bridge right there. But welcome in, guys. Let me see who else is in here. Mert, welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Thanks for coming in. But like I said, I've gotten down being consistent with posting a video every day. I've gotten the routine down with that. And now I'm going to try to go live, at least for 15 minutes. I don't want to do no more than 15 minutes because, and a lot of my videos, if you go look at them, a lot of my lives that I've done in the past have been like an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. But I'm trying to not do it that long because I know you guys don't want to watch a video that long, which I don't blame you. So I'm going to try to make my lives 15 minutes, something like that. You guys let me know if you think that's a good idea. Because I think about 15 minutes. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. I think about 15 minutes is, pretty good. Nobody wants to spend an hour watching a video, unless it's a movie, I guess. But, so yeah. So today I am taking you guys with me on my walk because I've gained so much weight And I'm trying, now that the weather is better here in Florida, I'm trying to be consistent with walking too. Now, I won't be able to walk every day because I work, but I'm hoping on my days off, I'll be able to walk. So you guys keep me accountable for this. Remember, I said that today. Today is Thursday. And so I'm going to try to come back on tonight. I'll say around 8:30 or 9 and talk about biblical or godly consistency. Because I'm really trying to get this in my spirit too, about being more consistent. Because I think if you're consistent with something, you don't have to be perfect at it. But if you're consistent with it, I think it'll pay off. Let's see. Yes, girl, you're gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Sky. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. So anyway, I feel like if you're consistent with something, you get a routine down. And one thing I'm learning about this, you said, yeah, you're cool. Oh, thank you, Kathy. One thing I'm learning about this YouTube thing too, I'm learning this too. One thing I'm learning about this YouTube thing is good to have a script. So I'm going to try to do a script for tonight. Because usually I come on here and I just wing it. I just start talking. That's probably why my lives go so long, because I go from, I just run on with one thing after another, one thought after another. But I've been studying some other of the bigger YouTubers, and they said you should have a script. So I'm going to try that tonight and see how it works. So you guys, if you're not busy, look for me around 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So let's see. Yeah, you are very cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. You're cool too. Thanks. I've almost made it to one end of the bridge. A little bit more to go. So I'm trying to be consistent and determined, not perfect. So if I miss a day, I'm not gonna, be hard on myself. Tomorrow, I'll try to do better, And it says, keep going. You're doing great. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement and motivation. That's what we need to do. Encourage and motivate each other. And that's what I'm wanting to come on and do. Encourage you guys to be, more consistent. I don't know if you are content creators or, if you're just surfing surfing YouTube. I don't know, but I think, and I've been consistent going on 3 weeks now. And I feel like it's paying off because I've gotten like 146 new subscribers, and that's awesome. So you guys, thank you. Kathy, be positive. Oh yeah, I'm trying to be positive. So you guys, everyone that subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Everyone that watched my videos and stuff, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, anyway, that's my goal. Now I'm trying to work on, like I said, going live more, being more present. So you guys can get to know who I am, know my personality, so, and I just like to have fun, I like to laugh and have fun, but I love the Lord. So, I try to make my content about, God. I try to make it positive and about God. Oh, you guys, I'm just about at the end. About 20 more steps. And I will make it to the end of the pier. There's a couple of people down here fishing. I don't look like they caught anything yet, but it's early, for fishing. It's kind of early. So, oh yeah, made it to the end, guys. Made it to the end. Oh, now I gotta walk back. That's the thing. I don't think God exists. Oh, Potato, the real alone. Why don't you think God exists? He does exist. Okay, I'm gonna show you the view from this end. You see that bridge? A lot of people walk all the way across that bridge. I'm not there yet, but I have walked it. I have walked it when I was younger. I've walked the whole bridge and back, but I'm so out of shape. I know I can't do that. But Potato, why don't you think God exists? Tell me in the chat, why don't you think God exists? You think all this stuff, God is great and powerful. Yes, He is, Kathy. You think all this stuff came into existence on its own? Somebody had to create it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you who to believe in. Some people believe in other deities and stuff. Okay. All right, guys. I'm headed back. So, but for me, I know God exists because of the things He's done in my life. You know? I mean, and you guys chime in, put in the chat if you have something to contribute to this conversation, because I don't want it to just be, my opinion. But, I believe that God exists because, a lot of times when I pray, I'm praying and I'm believing by faith in God that it's going to come to pass. Now, I'm not saying that all my prayers come to pass, but I do believe that those things that God want to come to pass, they do come to pass. And who do you think you created the earth? Who do you think created life? Who do you think created, the plants and stuff? Now, granted, we're tearing it all up, but it had to be somebody that created it. I don't think it got here on its own. Let's see. God, that's right, Kathy. That's what I say. I don't think that stuff got here on its own. And, you get to believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to argue with you and tell you you're wrong. I'm just going to tell you what I believe. I believe that it's a God. I believe He sits high. I do also believe He gave His Son Jesus on the cross for our sins, not for Jesus, because Jesus was the only perfect man that walked this earth. But He did it for us to make a way for us. But Potato, I'm going to tell you this. I challenge you to open your heart to there being a God and start conversating with God. And just have a conversation, just like you talk to me or you talk to somebody else. Just start having a conversation and tell Him why you are gorgeous in every type of way. You look like 30. Oh, thank you. I am nowhere near 34, girl. I'm 57. But thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, Potato, just take some quiet time. 5 or 10 minutes, that's all it takes. And sit down and pray and ask God to show you if He's real or not. Show you all the times that He interceded in your life. Because it had to be, I don't know how old you are. But if you're at least over 20, I'm going to say, it had to be sometimes in your life that things happen and you just thought, oh, this is a miracle. Well, I don't believe in miracles. I believe in God. I believe God is the miracle. Let's see. Kathy, nope. Oh, I don't know what that was. Something just came across the screen. So, yeah, just look back on your life in situations that that man couldn't have done that or worked that out. And ask God to show you those situations. Because sometimes we want to say it's just a miracle. It's just fate, and all of that stuff. But that's the stuff I don't believe in. I believe that God is real and that He does exist and that He's interceding for us. Kathy, now if you're 11 years old, honey, you can't be in here. I don't know how every time I go live, someone gets in here that's underage. So I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And if you don't leave, I'm going to have to just log off and I put on there that this is not for kids. I thank you, Kathy, for your participation, though. You're very wise to be 11, but this is for adults. I could say something that's not appropriate for an 11-year-old, And then YouTube is not going to get you. They're going to get me because I'm the adult and this is my channel. So, I think me too. Kathy, are you 11 or 22? No, you don't put two ages on there. Hopefully you are 22. If you're 22, that's great. But if you're 11, Kathy, you can't be on here. You can't be on this live. But anyway, guys, and this is not just for Potato. This is for anybody that don't believe in God. If you don't believe in God, look back over your life and see, you know, just some situations, some tough situations that you may have been in, or some situations that no way those situations would have worked out. And you've been saying, oh, it's fate. Oh, it was a miracle, you know, or something like that, because that's what we usually say. But I don't think it's fate or a miracle. And if it is, I think God made that fate happen or that miracle happen. So, and you know, that's just, I'm not on here. I'm not a preacher. Let's clear that up. So I'm not a preacher. I'm just a woman that loves the Lord and wants to talk about the gospel and spread the gospel, because there's so much negative stuff being spread on like these internet spaces, these internet apps like YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that. It's so much negative. It's probably about 10% good and 90% negative influences, especially for you younger people that's in your 20s. You know, the world is a lot different than when I was in my 20s. And we had our struggles, we had our hard situations, and we dealt with things. But I really feel like you guys are dealing with a lot more in today's time or today's society than I dealt with when I was in my 20s. And at the time, yes, it was hard and was challenging for me because I was 20 and I was trying to figure out life. And you guys are trying to figure out life. I get it, but it's just so much bad influence out there for you guys that you just, you know, it's like you have to have your head on straight. You have to have your head on straight at all times, because if not, you could just be led down the wrong road. And sometimes you go down that road and it's so hard to get back, and some people don't get back. So that's why I just want to come on and talk about God from my perspective and the things he's done in my life for the 57 years that I've been on this earth. And he's done some things in my life as far as my health, as far as my children, as far as my family in general. Like, he's done things, and I can say they are miracles, but they are miracles that have been done by God. You guys, I'm almost at the end. When I get at the end, I'm going to get off, because like I said, I don't want my lives to be too long anymore. I'm trying to be mindful of your time. So I want to make it where if someone wants to watch this video, it's not 40 minutes or an hour where they're looking like, I'm not going to watch a video for 40 minutes or an hour, because I really don't blame them. I wouldn't want to watch a video for that long either. So yeah, like I said, when I look back on my life as a young girl to now, and God is still doing miracles in my life. You know, I have health issues and stuff like that. And, you know, the doctors say one thing, but, you know, I pray. And I don't just pray, I trust God. Because it's a two-part of it. You can pray, but if you're doubting God and you're not trusting him, then that's a different thing. But I trust God to do what his word says. And you got to read his word to know his word, get it in your heart. All right, you guys. I made it to the end of the bridge. So I'm going to end this live here. But like I said, you guys, if I can leave anything with you, one, I want you to be consistent if you're a content creator, or if you're doing anything, if you're in school, working, anything. Be consistent. Be consistent and determined to succeed at it. And two, trust God. Pray to God. And not only pray to him, have faith that he's going to do just what he said he's going to do. So, good people of God, I'm going to end this live now just because I don't want it to be long. But I'll be back on 8:30, 9 o'clock Central Time. Hopefully no later than 9 o'clock. Eastern Time. Sorry, guys. 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'm going to do a quick Bible study on godly consistency. See, because I feel like once we get that in our spirit, it'll manifest in our life. So you guys be blessed. Thank you so much for coming in. If you have not hit that thumbs up button, please hit that thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to your girl for more lives like this. And also have some videos that I've been putting out. So check out my shorts, you guys. I try not to make long videos either. But some of my videos have to be long because I'm trying to get my 4,000 watch hours. And you don't get watch hours from shorts. So I have to make some videos like 10 minutes or something. So you guys, do me a favor. Check out my videos. You guys, be blessed. Be blessed in the Lord. Good people of God. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for always supporting me and encouraging me and motivating me to be more consistent, to be more determined. You guys have a good one.